Hello everyone. In this video we will talk about dishwashers, or rather, how they differ from each other. We will try to figure out how to choose a dishwasher without overpaying for unnecessary features. To do this, we will consider the internal structure and functionality of the dishwashers, as well as try to find out the nuances that are sometimes not always obvious and noticeable, especially if you are already in the store. At one time, when buying a dishwasher, I also had to study the nuances and subtleties of the differences in this technique. So I decided, before I forgot everything, to share with you the collected information, which may be useful in choosing and buying this undoubtedly brilliant invention. In my video, we will not argue about whether a dishwasher is needed in the household or not, and whether it saves time and money compared to conventional manual dishwashing. I can only say one thing: after buying a dishwasher, life in my kitchen has become much more comfortable, and the dishes are always clean to an amazing shine and creak in my hands. The first thing you need to decide on is the type of dishwasher. Since they are freestanding, built-in and compact, they are also called desktop. The topic of choosing the type of dishwasher, with the pros and cons of one or another option, turned out to be quite extensive and resulted in a completely separate video, which you can watch by clicking on the link posted in the description of this video. Do not forget to subscribe to my channel so as not to miss other useful reviews. Having decided on the type of dishwasher, let's move on to the nuances, the choice of functionality, and an overview of the various utilities that dishwashers have a lot of. Choosing the width of the dishwasher. Dishwashers are narrow, 45 centimeters wide and full-size 60 centimeters wide. Often, the width of the future dishwasher is dictated by the size of the kitchen, and many believe that in a small kitchen there is so little space and a full-size dishwasher with a width of 60 centimeters will steal all the free space. Such arguments are certainly understandable, but they are not always correct and sometimes serve the homeowner in disservice. Having studied the mountains of reviews about dishwashers, I often met the regret of dishwasher users that they once bought a narrow and not a wide machine, and therefore, they now have to run it several times a day to wash dirty dishes accumulated per day. I think that probably everyone understands that less dishes will fit into a narrow machine than into a wide one. We will talk about the capacity of the number of sets of dishes a little later. Now we are talking about the fact that many, when choosing, do not start from the need to wash the accumulated amount of dishes every day, but start from the width of the machine, because someone else wants to fit a retractable bottle holder or some another box. The choice of the width of the dishwasher is directly related to its capacity, and the disappointment that your dishes accumulated during the day do not fit into the dishwasher is really a shame, since each run of the dishwasher means additional liters of water, kilowatts of electricity and chemical costs which could have been avoided. Therefore, the choice of the width of the dishwasher directly depends on your needs in loading the required number of sets of dishes and, secondarily, on the desire to save space for something else. Capacity. Number of placeable sets of dishes. So we came to what it would seem, and it was necessary to start. Because capacity is probably one of the most important aspects when choosing. Most often, homeowners tend to wash dishes in dishwashers once a day, accumulating them from morning to evening. This washing mode is quite economical. They collected all the dishes for the day and started washing at night. And in the morning they took out clean and dry dishes and put them in cabinets. Here, too, it will turn out to be a nice bonus, and the nightly electricity tariff for which you need to pay less. It should be understood that for such a washing regime, you will need a large number of dishes to change. You will need exactly as many dishes as you use it in a day. Plus you need to wash the dishes required for cooking, possibly a tray, pan, salad bowls, and so on. And now it turns out that many people accumulate a whole mountain of these dishes by the evening and absolutely have something to wash. To determine the capacity of the dishwasher, the concept of set is used. The generally accepted concept of dishwasher capacity in sets is convenient and versatile, and allows you to compare different models from different manufacturers. Compact or desktop devices, on average, are designed for 4 to 8 sets. Even a small pot or frying pan can easily fit into them. Narrow dishwashers with a width of 45 centimeters are on average designed to wash 10 to 11 sets of dishes. Full-sized allows you to wash up to 16 sets of dishes in one cycle, approximately what is included in one set of dishes. In the accepted concept of a set of dishes, something like this: 1 deep bowl for soup, 1 a large flat plate for the second, 1 dessert plate, 1 saucer, 1 cup for coffee or tea, 1 knife, 1 fork, 1 teaspoon, 1 tablespoon. As we can see, the kit does not include pots, pans, baking sheets, and other kitchen utensils that also require regular washing. Accordingly, by placing these items in the dishwasher, you significantly reduce the number of standard dishware sets that can fit. This must be remembered and taken into account when choosing a dishwasher. It is completely inappropriate to display some figure of the required number of sets of dishes, depending on the number of family members. In the same reviews for dishwashers, I found owners of narrow dishwashers with a family of 2 adults and 6 children, where the owner said that they had enough of a narrow dishwasher. They run it once a day and everything fits in it, although of course, and this is very strange. Someone else talks about the fact that they have a family of 3, and they can't imagine their life with a narrow dishwasher, and a dishwasher with a width of 60 centimeters is barely enough for them. Therefore, everything is purely individual. Do not listen to anyone. Calculate everything yourself. Proceed from your needs and habits, because one spends in the kitchen all day and cooks a lot, and the other eats in a restaurant and only soils coffee cups and wine glasses at home. Number of baskets: 2 or 3. The dishwasher can have 2 or 3 pull-out baskets for dishes. The lowest basket is used for large dishes, the middle one for glasses and mugs. The third, upper basket is quite low. It contains spoons, knives, and forks, as well as other small items. If the dishwasher is not equipped with a third upper pull-out basket, then small items are placed in a special plastic container, which is then located in the lower basket. The debate about whether a top basket for small items is needed is ongoing. Someone says that without the third basket there is more space in height in the second basket and tall wine glasses can easily fit into it. Someone says that in the third basket, spoons and forks are washed worse than in a special container located at the bottom. Others say the opposite, arguing that the third basket is much more convenient. It is easy to lay out cutlery in it and there is room for other small items, openers, garlic crushers, jar lids, etc. Talking about the unsatisfactory quality of washing the dishwasher has nothing to do with the number of baskets. Most likely the problem is in the wrong layout of items or the wrong choice of detergent. Most modern dishwashers have a third spray nozzle located directly under the ceiling of the washing chamber. So washing items located in the third basket directly below the nozzle is not limited, rather even more advanced compared to the option where spoons and forks are in the container of the lower basket. It is worth noting that in most dishwashers, the design of the second basket allows you to adjust its height. Thanks to the adjustment, lowering, for example, the middle basket, tall wine glasses will fit into it quite calmly, although the space in the lower basket will also decrease slightly. Energy class and engine type. At the moment, modern dishwashers can have an energy class A with pluses, B, C, and D. A class with 3 pluses is the most economical. A big plus when choosing a dishwasher, both in order to save energy and in order to obtain less noise and durability, will be the choice of equipment with an inverter motor. An inverter motor, unlike a conventional one, consumes less electricity, it runs quieter, and its resource is higher. The only disadvantage of such a motor is the higher price for a dishwasher with an inverter. Dishwasher noise level. This information, measured in decibels, tells you how noisy the dishwasher is. Noise figures for different types of machines vary from 40 to 60 dB. It is worth noting that the inverter motors of dishwashers are quieter, and also, although this is not entirely objective, many people believe that built-in dishwashers, due to their location under the countertop and between cabinets, are much quieter than standalone. The noise level can also be very dependent on the loaded dishes. For example, a large pot can make a very loud ringing when water jets hit its bottom. Type and class of dish drying. After your dishwasher has washed the dishes, you need to let them dry. The most common drying class today is A, B, and C, where Class A means absolutely dry dishes at the end of the cycle. In Class B, you can find water droplets on the dishes, and in Class C, the dishes remain slightly damp, but such dishwashers are now enough difficult to meet. As for the very principle of drying, we can list the 3 most popular technologies used in drying dishes. Turbo dryer. Intensive. Condensing. Turbo dryer. The dishwasher, which has the option of a turbo dryer, dries the dishes due to the fan supplying heated air to the chamber. The principle is extremely simple. It can be compared with the work of an ordinary hair dryer. The advantage of this option is the quick drying of dishes. The minus is the increased cost of electricity and the complexity and cost of the design due to fans and heating elements, which, by the way, can fail during operation. Intensive, active type. It is based on the use of heat exchange and the pressure difference in the water collector and inside the washing compartment, as a result of which there is a natural air circulation that contributes to the drying of dishes. Does not require electricity, works thanks to the intensive movement of air. The dishes dry faster than in dishwashers with condensation drying, but slower than in units with a turbo dryer. The need to complicate the design due to the heat exchanger also affects the price, but such models are still cheaper than devices with a turbo dryer. Condensation. This is the most common and simple drying option, based on condensation due to the temperature difference between the dishes and the internal walls of the dishwasher. The principle is extremely simple. At the end of washing and rinsing, the dishes are poured with the hottest water possible. Condensate settles on the walls and flows into the lower tank. The condensation type of drying in the dishwasher has a number of advantages, which include the simplicity of the design of the device, complete noiselessness and economy. The device does not work and does not consume electricity during the drying of cutlery. And the option of opening the door in combination with condensation drying speeds up the drying process of dishes in a natural way, approaching intensive speed and speed. This type of drying can be called differently by different manufacturers of dishwashers. For example, Electrolux calls it air dry technology. There are other options for the implementation of drying dishes. For example, zeolite drying, which can be found in some models of Bosch and Siemens dishwashers. In this technology, the natural mineral zeolite is used, the properties of which generate heat when absorbing moisture. It should be noted that this technology is used in the premium segment. Dishwashing programs and water consumption. Depending on the water consumption of the dishwasher and the selected program, your monthly water costs will depend. In dishwashers, a generally recognized classification of the quality of washing dishes has been adopted, which has a letter index from A to E, where Class A is considered the highest in quality. All dishwashers have a certain set of programs. Somewhere there are 6 of them and somewhere as many as 11. Many will probably think that the more programs a dishwasher has, the better it is. This question cannot be answered unequivocally, but you can easily compare a dishwasher with your smartphone. Because many of them are quite sophisticated, the processor can have 4 or even 8 cores, allowing you to simultaneously solve many tasks. But, as a rule, no one uses all the capabilities of a smartphone in everyday life, and with a dishwasher. Dishwasher manufacturers, in the battle for the end consumer, always come up with something new. But, as practice shows, an ordinary consumer of all the available programs available uses 1 or 2, choosing them as the most optimal for himself. Useful features. Now let's talk about additional functions that can be very useful and convenient when running standard programs. Auto open door. This function allows the dishwasher to open the door of the chamber at the end of the program cycle, thanks to which the dishes dry out even faster in a natural way. Also, thanks to this function, unpleasant odors are less formed in the chamber. There are also opponents of this function, including some global manufacturers of dishwashers that introduce energy-consuming and highly expensive drying technologies, while they use the following argument. Supposedly dust and bacteria get into the dishwasher with an open door on clean dishes. Here I think everyone will decide for himself. Beam on the floor. Often, the dishwasher built into the furniture does not have an information display. It is hidden on the upper end of the door. A luminous beam on the floor during the operation of such a dishwasher informs the owners that the washing program has not yet been completed and it is better not to open the door. On some premium models, the progress of the program and the remaining time until the end of the program can be projected onto the floor. It is worth noting that the beam function becomes unnecessary if there is a door opening function. Partial loading. This function allows you to wash fewer dishes in one cycle, while reducing consumption, water, electricity, and time. The only downside of this feature is that a washing tablet designed for a full washing cycle will still be completely used. So when this option is enabled, many people use loose detergent, and some even cut the tablet into two halves. For some manufacturers, the half-load option is implemented in a different way. When you start the machine, you can choose which nozzles you need to work. You can turn on only the top or only the bottom. Delay timer. Having a choice of delay time before starting the dishwasher will allow you, by setting the start delay for the evening, to go about your business or simply go to bed. Backlight undoubtedly. The backlight is very convenient. The bright light will turn on when the door is opened while the dishes are loaded into the washing chamber, or at the end of the washing mode when the door is opened and turn off by itself after a while. Control panel. There are two main options. This is touch control. It is found on more expensive models, and electronic control with buttons. Aquastop. The presence of a full or partial aquastop in a dishwasher will be a definite plus. You can learn more about how a full aquastop differs from a partial one by watching my other video. The video tells about the differences between the aquastop in washing machines. In dishwashers, the system is absolutely the same. Be sure to look. I think many will find out interesting facts that they did not know before. You can find the link to the video in the description of this video. Well, having opted for a specific brand and some model of a dishwasher, it will be important to search the internet for information on this machine. Perhaps there are reviews or comments. Of course, that all the information cannot be trusted blindly, but still, you can get at least some idea about the subject of your purchase. And that's all. Let me wish you good luck in finding the dishwasher of your dreams. Do not forget to like and subscribe. Good luck to everyone and see you again.